115 tax and fee increases in 8 years. So we impounded spending and we balanced the budget. And we turned immediately towards this fiscal year that we're in now. And we're confronted with an $11 billion budget deficit on a $29 billion budget. The highest budget deficit by percentage of any state in America. And believe me, the partisan Democrats in my state believe they had me right where they wanted me. He would have to raise taxes. And they put it right down on the table. Said they wanted to increase the tax that they love the most, the income tax, and specifically, they called it the millionaire's tax. Now, of course, this leads me to have to give you an aside about New Jersey math. See, when Democrats in New Jersey call it a millionaire's tax, that's for anybody who makes $400,000 or over. That's called New Jersey math. So for businesses or individuals who had $400,000 in income or more, they wanted to raise their taxes again from a 9% top marginal rate to nearly 11%. And they told me that if I did not agree, they would close down the government. There would be no budget in 2011 without an income tax increase. Now, you know, this had happened 4 years earlier in New Jersey under Governor Corzine. They were arguing how much to raise taxes. And the Democrat-controlled legislature closed down the government on the Democratic governor because they couldn't agree how much to raise the sales tax. And Governor Corzine very famously invited the press into his office, now my office. And there was a cot in the office. I can tell you it's not normally there. And he said to them, I'm going to be sleeping in this cot right over here until this crisis is averted. So I knew that these were the same fellas who had been in the legislature when he was there, now threatening to do the same thing. So I decided to call them down early on and advise them that the place was under new management. And what I said to them was, listen, you guys want to pass that income tax increase, you can. That's fine. I'm going to veto it. And if you want to close down the government because of that, that's fine. But I want to tell you something. I'm not moving any cot into this office and sleeping here. You close down the government, I'm getting in those black SUVs with the troopers, I'm going to the governor's residence, I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to open a beer, I'm going to order a pizza, I'm going to watch the Mets. And when you decide to reopen the government, give me a call and I'll come back. But don't think I'm sleeping on some cot. Take a look at me. You think I'm sleeping on a cot? Not happening. So we stood up. We stood for our principles. We submitted a budget that cut real spending 9% year over year. Not projected growth. Real spending, 9%. Every department of state government was cut. And we balanced the budget without any new or increased taxes on the people of the state of New Jersey for the first time in 8 years.